Forget it, Stu. I'm not doing the whole throw the bouquet thing. Yeah? Well, you're not a woman. It's like legalized cockfighting. Oh, I don't know. Yellow? Either one. Okay, yeah. Oh! I gotta go. I just hit my mom. Stu says hi. No. Because I... Okay, I'll call you later. Me too. Wedding plans. Getting tired of the either-or questions. Rose boutonnieres, white or yellow? Should the guests throw birdseed or blow bubbles at us?
Patience, Amy. You know little boys spent their entire lives planning their dream weddings.
Oh, nice, Mom. This is his first. He wants it to be perfect. And speaking of that, Stu wanted to know if... never mind.
What?
Well, we need a caterer, and Stu knew that you and Jared were happy with... Never mind. I forget I said anything.
Jillian was taking care of all that. But I believe the name was Prime Affair Catering.
Sorry, Mom. Should have brought it up.
I'm not sensitive about catering, Amy. If it'll keep Stuart from calling every 15 minutes, I'm happy to help. Oh. I hate toast.
We see half the cases on our docket. She calls a 10-minute recess after every hearing.
Why?
So she can do her nails, shop online. I've never seen anyone more bored by the law.
Did she put more pictures of boats up in my office?
There are no more pictures of boats.
Judge Gray.
Hey, Donna.
Hi, Bruce.
Done.
The parties in the Genovese case have reached a plea agreement. Well, subject to your approval.
Remind me?
Henry Genovese ran over a priest. Assault with intent to murder, assault with a deadly weapon, reckless endangerment.
The Catholic Church can't catch a break these days, huh?
Yeah, well, tried 2,000 years. I'll see you back at the office, Judge Gray.
Good morning.
Hey, Zola. You want to join us?
I'm meeting a client soon. Just thought I'd say hi. I'll talk to you later.
Okay.
Christine, I've got a case for you.
I am implementing a 5-minute rule. No one is to talk to me about work within 5 minutes of my arrival. You may say good morning. You may offer me a cup of coffee. You may compliment me on my outfit, but under no circumstances are you to hit me with a case the moment I walk in.
10-year-old boy called 911, scared to death of his mother's new live-in boyfriend. The police couldn't find the mother, so they brought him here.
Oh, for heaven's sake.
You know him?
Yes. And I'm fairly certain I know what he's about to say. Good morning.
Morning.
This one's really bad, Mrs. Gray. He yells all the time, and he's big.
Has this one hit you?
Not yet.
Has he threatened to hit you?
Sort of. The way he looks at me. It's like he wants to kill me. I'm not lying, Mrs. Gray. He's horrible and he hates me. And he's a drug addict.
That's a serious thing to call someone, Avery.
But he is. He met my mom in a clinic where they get you off drugs. I'm afraid to go home after school. I'm scared to go to sleep at night. Do I have to wait for him to hurt me before he'll do something?
No. Call your mother. I will do as I have done in the past. I will arrange for a home visit, and I will have a little chat with them.
Glenn.
Yes, this message is for Glenn...
Orth.
Orth. This is Maxine Gray with the Department of Children and Families. Mr. Orth, I'm going to need some of your time as soon as possible.
I thought you two worked out a deal.
The state offered to let him plead to assault and battery with a dangerous weapon, recommending probation.
Your Honor, against my advice, Mr. Genovese has declined the offer.
Why?
I want a trial, Your Honor.
I strongly advise you to listen to your attorney.
He's not my attorney.
Since when?
Right now.
You're firing him?
Yes, ma'am. You're fired.
Your Honor, this
Wait. Who's going to represent you?
Me.
You do realize that if you're convicted of the felony charges, you could be sentenced to state prison?
Yeah, I don't care.
All right. My chambers.
Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. The wheels on the bus go round and round, all through the town. The wipers on the bus go swish, 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 swish. Swish, 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 the wipers on the bus go swish, 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 all through the town. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 beep. The horn on the bus goes beep, 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 all through the town. Oh, you did a great job. Did your mummies do good? Okay, I'll see you on Friday.
Boy, you really hated that class. Was I too perky? Because sometimes people think I'm too perky.
No, I'm a little out of it this time around. I did these classes with my son, Ned. I don't know if it's normal to be less interested, or maybe I'm just a bad mother, I don't know.
No, each experience is unique. You know, you're not the same person you were the first time around either, are you? Listen, I do a little bonding therapy on the side as kind of a way to combine my talents.
So what would you tell someone who doesn't know who she is anymore?
Actually, I have some exercises for that. One of them, you record your dreams, but there's another one where you write your own obituary. It's amazing. No, I'm serious. You just think about the way other people would describe you, and then you just kind of see how you feel about that.
Well, it's kind of morbid, isn't it?
Oh, it's not about death. It's about the rest of your life.
You can't force me to have an attorney.
Defendants representing themselves engender undue sympathy from a jury.
Well, I can't prevent him, provided he's competent. Do you have any history of mental health hospitalizations?
No.
What's your level of education?
Well, I graduated high school, and I went to community college for a year.
Any formal training in the law?
I watch court TV.
Okay, you're going to be going up against a seasoned prosecutor. You're going to have to cross-examine witnesses, argue your case before a jury. Since you have no knowledge of the rules of evidence, you won't know what's admissible and when to object to damaging material. I really think you're making a big mistake.
I'll tell the truth. It's that simple.
No, it's not, and you're going to find that out. I'd like to appoint a lawyer for Mr. Genovese.
I won't talk to another lawyer.
You're going to be all alone.
Well, what else is new?
I find the defendant competent to represent himself. Stubborn and self-destructive, but competent. So make sure Mr. Genovese gets copies of all relevant documents, and the trial will start tomorrow.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Avery hates every guy I've been with since his dad, but Glenn is a good guy.
Avery says Glenn yells a lot.
It's from Brooklyn. They yell. I should have started these biscuits earlier.
My husband always wanted dinner on the table at exactly 6 o'clock. We don't always get what we want.
Glenn has had it rough, but he kicked a meth habit, and he's just got a mechanic's job, and he helps me stay sober.
I'm happy to hear it, Tina. Perhaps, Glenn, Avery just needs some time to adjust.
Hey, honey.
Hey.
This is Maxine Gray. She's from the DCF, and she's just here to check on...
I know what they do.
You should probably go. I think that he's had a bad day.
Mr. Orth, I hope you got my message. Do you mind if I ask, How is your relationship with Avery? Do you enjoy spending time with him?
What goes on inside these four walls is nobody's business. So you can leave.
Well, the state.
The state can get the hell out of my house.
Maxine, please, just go.
And then Jennifer Helm said she was going to Melissa Blanton's sleepover, and so was Piper Mills.
Who's Melissa Blanton?
Oh, the coolest girl in the 6th grade. Jennifer said Melissa never invites me because I never invite her. So can I have a sleepover?
Sure.
This weekend?
It's a little soon, isn't it? Melissa Blanton might not be available on such short notice.
But she is. I already asked her.
Oh, Lauren!
Please, Mom.
All right, yeah, it'll be fun. We'll do our nails, watch Sound of Music.
You want me to make friends, right?
Sure.
Here's the deal. Unless the house is on fire, we won't be seeing you.
Proceed, Mr. Basir.
Do you attend services at St. Luke's, Mrs. Sanko?
No, I never stepped foot in it. I was waiting for the bus in front of the church. There was a blue car parked just down the street. Well, I thought it was parked, but it wasn't. Because all at once, it came speeding up the street, plowed through a crosswalk, and hit that man.
Let the record show that the witness has indicated Father Jack Monroe.
The record shall so indicate.
Except I didn't know he was a priest. He was wearing regular clothes. A couple of the people got out of the way, but the car seemed to steer for the father.
Well, is it possible that the car was trying to avoid hitting the other cars?
Approach, Your Honor.
Yeah. Henry, Mr. Genovese, come on.
All due respect, Your Honor, it's the defense's job to ask those questions.
Mr. Genovese is inexperienced, so if I need clarification from time to time, I'm going to ask for it.
Please note my objection.
Noted. Let's continue. Is it possible that the car was avoiding the others?
Oh, it didn't look like an accident to me.
What happened after Father Monroe was hit?
The car stopped. It sat until the police came. That's when I saw who was in it. Him.
Again, let the record show that the witness has now indicated the defendant.
The record shall so indicate.
No further questions, Your Honor?
Mr. Genovese, it's time for you to cross-examine the witness.
No thank you, Your Honor.
You're not going to question the witness? Is there nothing in her testimony that you wish to challenge?
No.
This is your only chance. The witness may step down.
Right. So you know Gretchen, the candy striper, she gets hit on like 7 times a day, but never goes out with anybody.
Anybody here?
Yeah. Well, word is she's a dude. Hand to God, man. There's a temp nurse in surgery. She works at a gender reassignment clinic. No, I'm serious. Gretchen begged her not to say anything.
So she told you?
What could I say? People trust me.
Have you heard anything about the new attending physician?
My sources say you've got nothing to worry about.
Meaning that it's going to be me, or that I'll really like the guy they choose?
Think about it. You've been in the trenches with us, and you've been in the elevator with Dr. Redeker.
Well, don't worry, boys. I'll only be a minute, and then you can get back to discussing whatever girl you were discussing.
We were actually wondering when you're going to announce the new attending.
Tomorrow.
Well, we should all go out for happy hour and toast the lucky guy. Or girl, but most likely a guy.
Good day, boys.
Oh, yeah. Up high. Okay.
records you requested on Glenorth.
5-minute rule, Sean.
I thought that was just in the morning. I'm not waiting 5 minutes in the middle of the workday.
Fine, new rule. The seated at my desk rule. I must be seated at my desk for 5.
Glenorth's own children were removed because of domestic violence and drug abuse.
He's going to say he's cleaned up his act. I've met with his current employer, who says that Glenn has not missed one day of work and is getting along swimmingly with his Cro-Magnon co-workers. Is there a fax for me?
Without concrete evidence, we're arguing that Avery's mother has questionable taste in men. I don't think we really want the state involved in that.
Many states are already involved in that, Sean. And right now, I wish that Connecticut were one of them. It's only a matter of time before Avery gets hurt and his mother is neither willing nor able to protect him.
I believe you, right? But we can't go into court with nothing but the boy who cried wolf.
If you'll remember, Sean, there was an actual wolf at the end of that story, and he ate everybody. Ah, he missed his last 2 drug screenings.
How'd you get that? Who sent it?
Oh, very good friend. Glenn could be using again.
But I still say it is not the strongest case. I really think we... Okay, new rule. To let your boss finish his sentence rule.
Honey, are you up here?
Hey, I'm off to the health food co-op to pick up organic vegetables. It's almost time for Walt to start real baby food, and I know you're going to want to make your own.
Well, the stuff in jars is just as good.
You're kidding, right? When Ned was little, you insisted on making it from scratch.
Well, what are you saying? That I don't love Walt as much as Ned?
Of course not.
People change and grow. I'm a different person now.
Okay, I'll pick up some of the jars.
No, forget it. I'll do it.
Jillian, can we please talk about...
No, we can't. I'll be back in an hour.
Zola, hi. Is this a bad time?
No. No. Come in. Need to talk to me about a case?
No. This is awkward, but it's Bruce. Since the rape trial, he looks at me differently. In some ways, I know he's closer to you than he is to me.
If you're suggesting that I've been whispering in his ear about
I'm not. Really. I think I'm losing him. I came to ask for help or advice or... He respects you.
Well, Bruce is a very private man, and however he may respect me, he keeps his own counsel.
Which is a polite way of saying I've come to the wrong place.
Zola,
I know you don't like me, but what if I'm the best thing that ever happened to your friend? You know how he is. He shuts people out. He builds walls.
More like fortresses.
But I got in. And now he's seized on this one event to push me away.
I don't think he's going to throw away your relationship over this one issue.
I can feel the door closing. Whatever you may think of me, please know that I love Bruce with all of my heart. If there's anything you can do,
I'll talk to him.
Thank you.
Oh, I don't know, Stu. Tell them it's an old family tradition. Oh, okay. I gotta go. Okay, bye.
Another wedding crisis? Stu can't decide if he deserves to wear white.
You know what, Mom? You're really gonna have to help me out here. I don't know whether to include you in the wedding plans or never bring them up.
That explains why you stop talking whenever I come in the room. I thought for a moment you were planning a surprise party for me.
You know what? I don't care what you say. This must be hard on you. I mean, the truth is, if Jared hadn't passed away...
Amy, you are getting married and I am not. Don't make an opera out of it. As for plans, include me, don't include me, it's entirely up to you. But believe me, this wedding cannot come soon enough because that will be the day Stu Collins stops ringing the phone off the wall.
Okay, for my own edification, do you even like Stu? Do you approve of this wedding?
Oh, for heaven's sake, Amy. Be a grown-up. What's happened? What's going on? Avery?
It's Glenn.
What did he do?
He left.
Are you happy now?
Tina, I don't...
Snooping around his work, talking to his boss.
And he left?
Why can't you just mind your own business? Glenn isn't perfect. But he kept food on the table and he kept me sober. We could have been happy. Oh, God.
It's okay, Mom. I'm here.
Father Monroe, explain to us, please, what, if anything, you remember about the afternoon of the 16th.
I liked the tuna melts at the little diner across the street from St. Luke's. As I stepped into the crosswalk, I heard a car engine. It seemed to be coming out of nowhere. I remember trying to get out of the way, realizing I couldn't.
Could you describe your injuries for us, Father?
Objection. We have his medical records and evidence.
Yes, Your Honor. Perhaps he could give a brief summary.
Proceed.
My spinal cord was severed. I've lost the use of both my legs.
No further questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Genovese, you may cross-examine.
So, why'd you change your name?
What do you mean?
10 years ago, you were Father Tim in Greensboro. What, did the church move you here to keep you from going to jail?
Objection, Your Honor.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Sustained. Mr. Genovese, are you claiming a prior relationship with Father Monroe?
It's Father Tim. What do I look a little different now? Yeah, I was only 11 the first time you kept me after Bible study. You deserve that wheelchair.
This is outrageous. I've never seen that. I do not know this man.
Your Honor, Mr. Genovese just admitted that he ran over Father Monroe on purpose.
I did not hear those words, Mr. Basir. What are you saying?
You know, I get these nightmares, and I can't even sleep.
Objection, Your Honor. He should answer your question.
Well, maybe he would have a chance if you sat down and let him. Be careful, Mr. Genovese. Watch what you are saying.
I don't see my family anymore. So I moved here like 3 months ago, a clean slate. And I was doing really good too. I thought, this is a new town. It's a new church. Maybe I can go back. So I went to St. Luke's, and there he was, saying Mass. Father Tim. Well, I knew right then I had to do something. I didn't know what, but I knew I had to at least let you know that I was watching you. So the next day I went and I waited out front of the church, and when he came out, I didn't even think. I just sped up. I was 11 and you were a priest.
Your Honor,
No, wait. 10 years ago, I was in Salisbury, England, getting my doctorate. I came back to the United States 2 years ago.
Father, you know...
I wasn't even in the country.
He has a tattoo. He has a tattoo on his right arm. It's of a Roman cross. Show them. Show them.
No, Father, do
Show them
not
your tattoo.
show us.
Objection, Your
Father, you
Honor.
have been instructed to disregard
It wasn't me.
You had that tattoo removed.
Oh, Mr.
He
Genovese,
had
please.
it removed. People do that all the time. You told my parents to punish me
Mr.
for
Genovese,
lying.
stop
I can say
talking.
no.
I will
No,
have
How would
you
I know he
removed.
has a tattoo? And Father Martin was there
Mr.
every
Genovese,
single
please.
Wednesday when you let the other
Your
kids go
Honor,
home.
please.
And you let. And I
Stop
prayed him to say
talking.
something. I prayed and he never did.
Your Honor.
My parents don't believe me. My own parents don't believe me.
Well, I believe you. It just wasn't me.
You rang?
Why did you let me take this job?
I heard. Rough session, huh?
It was so horrible. I should never have let the jury hear any of it.
So? Why did you?
I don't know. Maybe I'm not cut out for this.
My fault. I shouldn't let you take this job. Let's go get something to eat.
Oh, I can't. I should go home and get ready for Lauren's slumber parties.
Why did you call?
Zola came to see me.
About what?
She thinks she's losing you.
Is she? Is this about the rape trial? Because she was just doing her job, Bruce. That was the right way to defend her client. Personally, I don't like those tactics, but that's why I'm not a defense lawyer. She's one of the best.
You're right.
All right. I get it. You don't want to talk about this.
I don't know what to say.
Because you don't know how you feel or because we suck at the friend thing? She loves you, Bruce. So much so that she came to me. You can't keep shutting her out forever.
You're right.
Really?
I'll call her tomorrow. Is that all?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't drink that swill. Let me go downstairs and get his cappuccinos from the cart guy.
This'll do.
I bet Sloan Kettering has a cart guy stationed right in the doctor's lounge, and a massage therapist, and supplies that were manufactured after World War II.
It's not going to be you, Kyle.
You're talking about
The attending job. We're going with someone else. A thoracic surgeon from Barnes.
St. Louis. I understand that. What with the shortage of local talent.
Kyle, don't.
What happened? God, I'm qualified. I thought it was going to come down to your recommendation.
It did. I'm sorry. Come on, Kyle. You were along.
No, I was not.
Even if I had no concerns about your personal problems, which I do.
You nixed me because you thought I was going to start using again?
On a good day, this job is a 2-ton truck bearing down on you and a hurricane just offshore. I would not feel good putting that kind of pressure on you.
And you have no idea how that pressure is going to affect the thoracic surgeon from St. Louis. I'm being penalized because you know me.
I think I did the right thing.
You always do.
You're home early.
How are you feeling?
Came home early to ask me that.
You seem depressed.
I'm not depressed.
Well, you seem that way, and, you won't talk to me about it.
I'm fine.
You're not fine. You wrote your own obituary, loving wife and mother.
You read my journal?
I know it's a terrible violation of your privacy.
And a manipulative, hostile act. You don't think I'm depressed? You want to micromanage my life.
You're the mother of my kids. If you're suicidal, I need to know about it.
It was an exercise that Cecile told me about.
Your mommy and me instructor?
She's also a therapist. The point was to see how I felt about the description of myself.
How did you feel? Jillian, you're a wonderful person and a great wife and an amazing mother, and you took those art classes and you were really good.
Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you've taken time out of your lives, away from your jobs and families, to participate in our judicial system, and I want to thank you for your service. You are now excused. The court officer will see you out.
Your Honor, what is this?
As soon as the jury is out of the room, I will be happy to discuss the details. Please give these to Mr. Basir and Mr. Genovese. Let the record show that this morning I ordered Mr. Genovese evaluated by a court clinician to determine if he suffers from a psychological disorder and is therefore unfit to represent himself.
You ruled on that issue, Your Honor.
Yes, but after yesterday's outburst, I felt that I didn't have all the information. So based on questions raised in the report you have in your hands, the interests of justice and manifest necessity compel me to declare this a mistrial.
I have to object. You found him competent.
Without all the information. Counselor, if I had known about the alleged sexual abuse, I would never have declared him competent. As it is, he has not received a proper defense, and I am appointing a lawyer to counsel him and hopefully represent him in a new trial.
No, I did it. I should be punished.
That's for a jury to determine.
I don't want another trial.
Well, you don't get a say.
All due respect, Your Honor, you have protected him throughout this entire proceeding.
Thank you. We're done here.
Sure I can't get you something to eat?
I'm good.
Look, I know why you're here, and I'm sorry.
You have no reason to apologize.
Amy told you I came to see her?
Yes. I'm glad you did.
It was a mistake.
And it wasn't. She gave me a serious talking to about treating you right. Made me think. I haven't been very open with you lately. You're a warrior, Zola. And I respect the fact that you're fighting the fight, I do.
But?
And I don't want to live in a war zone. It's too hard and life's too short.
So, it's over. Just like that.
Not just like that. I'm not doing this lightly. But we're just too different.
Because I'm a warrior? That's a load of crap.
What was that show in the courthouse?
What show?
Jason Darby on the steps. I just can't get that image out of my mind. Smiling, holding on to him, your two hands up in the air together. There's one thing to defend him, but you were celebrating him.
I won a big case. I did my job well. That's what I was celebrating.
Right. It was about the win.
Can't we just get past this? It was one moment.
That's who you are.
Must be nice to get it right every time. What's it like up there?
I'm sorry. It's who I am.
Going to sleep soon? I'm going to bed. Whether or not to go to sleep is entirely up to that gaggle of giggling pre-adolescents upstairs.
I'll try to keep them quiet with food.
Hi, Mrs. Gray.
Hi, Janice. You girls having fun up there?
Yeah, I just felt like taking a break. Need some help?
Sure. The kids. You okay?
Yeah, I just had a rough day.
Me too.
Oh, I'll go call him. Should I call him? No. Hey. Oh. Yeah, like dear skater boy, you have terrible tasting girls. And Janice Witherspoon is a total dork. I thought she was your friend. You thought wrong. Tell him about the pillow. Okay. She brought a Winnie the Pooh pillow to the sleepover. Oh, and she still wets the bed. I think she still wets the bed.
What's going on? Lauren?
We're just IMing some friends.
I heard. I came up to tell you that Janice isn't having a very good time, but I guess you already know that.
Chill, Mrs. Gray. We're just playing around.
How would you feel if somebody did that to you?
They wouldn't. I'm not a geek.
Okay, I know you girls think you invented being snotty and exclusive and cruel, but you didn't. In my junior high, your names were Christy and Lisa and Barb. And you know what? They weren't popular. They were feared, kind of like snakes. And after graduation, there was a stampede of people fleeing them. Get your things together. I'm taking you home.
I could be a shipping clerk.
Yes, you could. You look very cute in those little brown shorts.
No, you're thinking about delivery. I wouldn't do that. I would be the clerk.
Oh.
Like, it would not be an attending physician job, but it would pay the bills. And I wouldn't have to worry about anybody stabbing me in the back. Do you really think that Arnie, the guy who puts the stuff in the boxes, is gonna come try to undermine me at my little desk job?
What if he always dreamed of being a clerk and you waltzed in and get the job?
Arnie could be trouble.
You saw that. He started it. He started it.
Call 911.
Where are you going?
He's not breathing. Help me.
No way.
It's okay. I'm a doctor. I need a tube or a straw. Give me a straw and some towels. That's it. You're doing great, man.
Oh my God.
He's breathing.
Don't act like this is my fault. This night could have turned out very differently.
I didn't do anything.
Well, you should have. Janice is your friend. And even if she wasn't, you should have stood up for her.
She didn't say anything. She should have stood up for herself.
Some people can't, Lauren. This is not who you are going to be. Do you hear me?
Do you know what Melissa, Jennifer, and Piper are doing right now? Emailing every girl in school to tell them what just...
I don't care. I don't care if you graduate from high school the friendless wonder.
Nice work, Mom. You just turned me into the biggest loser on the planet.
Watch your back.
I'd like to ride along, keep an eye on it.
Are you related?
No, I'm a doctor. I did the tracheotomy.
Then we didn't have this conversation. You saved him, you went home, I didn't even get your name.
Like you said, I saved him.
And you're also drunk 8 different ways, which means you're a lawsuit waiting to happen, Doc. Now I'm cutting you a break. Go.
Everybody get home all right?
Yeah. What are you watching?
History Channel. But I'm just killing time. I was waiting for you to get home so we can watch the movie.
What movie?
Sound of Music. You paid $3. Somebody ought to watch it.
I don't know, Mom. I think I've kind of sort of had it with mean little kids tonight. I'm not in the mood to watch Brigitte put a frog down Maria's dress. So I ruined Lauren's life because Melissa and her cronies will never speak to her again. My daughter hates me.
For now. She'll stomp around for a couple days and give the hairy eyeball, but I guarantee you she's relieved.
You think?
Do you remember that horrible little Barb from your junior high?
Oh, yeah.
Amy, I'm sorry about any unpleasant remarks that I may have made about your wedding. I miss Jared. And I've taken it out on you and Stu.
I know, Ma.
I want you to be happy. In theory. However hard it is for me to hear about yellow roses and throwing bird seeds, and if Stuart Collins is the right man.
What do you mean, if? Don't you like Stu?
Oh, honey, I'm not in the business of choosing other people's life mates. I'm going on the premise that you know who will make you happy. And perhaps you should too. Do you remember what happens after Brigitte puts the frog down Maria's dress?
Yeah. There's the scene where Maria goes down to dinner.
Mm-hmm. And she sends all those little brats on this massive guilt trip about how mean they've been to her.
Yeah. And then the captain can't figure out why all his kids are bawling their eyes out. And Maria just smiles.
Well, what do you say we put the movie in, we fast forward to that scene, and we'll just watch it over and over again?
I think it's the best idea I've ever heard in my life.
Okay. Where's the?
Oh, Mom, you always
Okay,
do
no,
this.
well, it's here. It's someplace. Wait. Oh gosh. Wait. Hold it. Can you get this one here?
Yeah.
Where's it written only the bride can hire caterers and florists and all that stuff?
I'm pretty sure it's written a lot of places.
It's only fair. I'm the one who wants a big wedding. I should do the work.
He's breathing. Like you said, I saved him.
And you're also drunk 8 different ways, which means you're a lawsuit waiting to happen, Doc.
Your Honor, we find the defendant, Daniel Hawkins, guilty as charged.
Do you always get this worked up over all your cases?
Anything wrong with that?
I can't really see you live until 97.
I thought it was going to come down to your recommendation.
It did. I'm sorry.
I'm angry with her because she's the one who gets to live happily ever after in my house. What kind of a mother is mad at her daughter for being happy?
The penalty phase of the Danny Hawkins trial proceeds today as the prosecution makes its closing statement. Assistant State's Attorney David McLaren declined to comment on what could be the first death sentence handed down in almost a decade.
Anybody home?
I'm in the den.
Hope I'm not intruding.
Never intruding.
Okay. That's all I wanted. Unless you want to play hooky.
For my capital murder case?
Yeah, I mean, you were there for the guilt phase. Let someone else have the sentencing.
God, that's tempting.
Good morning. Lauren?
Hi. Mom, we're late.
We're fine, honey. I'll be right there.
5 minutes ago, you said we were late.
And now we're fine.
So, listen, I was thinking, what if I make a 7 o'clock reservation at Christini's, and then we can have that pheasant pasta business?
I can't. I promised Lauren I would take her to Bugsy's cafeteria.
Bugsy's? I thought the health department shut that place down.
Bugsy's is the best. Especially on Wednesdays. We call it the Wednesday Night Weirdos.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean, you wouldn't want to miss that, so.
Why don't you come with us?
Yeah, no, it's probably better as a mother-daughter thing.
Wimp.
No duh.
Hey, all right, back off. I'll be here with my Aunt Acids at 6:30. Lauren, have a good day. You study hard.
Bye. Mom, we're not gonna stop going to Bugsy's if he doesn't like it, right?
No. No. Like he said, it'll be a mother-daughter thing.
I was hoping we could skip the bridesmaids' luncheon. I was hoping we could skip that too. Donna, I know that the mother of the bride is supposed to be in charge of these types of events, but the bride is supposed to be 22. I have to go, Donna. It's a very, very important man. Just showed up. Goodbye, Donna. Tell me that there's a conference the weekend of Amy's wedding, and tell me it's mandatory and it's in Maui.
No. But there is an OTC hearing in Judge Bell's courtroom, which I thought you were the caseworker on.
Oh, my God.
Which I know because Bruce Van Axel just called me. He rescheduled it.
Oh, my God. I've never done anything like this in my life.
I think it's about time you start making the rest of us look so bad.
That was nice sharing up there. Sounds so lame, doesn't it? Sharing, it's like we're toddlers. Some of us act like toddlers. Not you, I don't even know you. I'm Todd. Short for toddler. Kyle, and thanks, but I already have a sponsor. Yeah, after hearing your little story, I'd say he's doing a pretty lousy job. Drunken tracheotomy? Wow. Hey, I'm kidding. Come on. We all fall now and then. How long? 8 years in. 8 years sober. So you started drinking as a toddler? Almost, yeah. I had my first drink when I was 14 and first stomach pump at 16. First blackout when I was 18. You always remember the first blackout. Oh, yeah. So you used to be a doctor? No, not used to be. I'm still practicing. Well, hey, you just keep practicing and maybe one day you'll get it right, huh?
Linda Hawkins was in love. She'd been in love with Danny Hawkins ever since college. They'd been married for 15 years. He was the father of her children. And the last thing that Linda Hawkins saw on this planet were the eyes of the man she loved as he strangled her. Can you imagine the horror of that moment? Of the realization that you're about to die, coupled with the devastation of that level of betrayal? I'm sure Linda's last thought was, why? Why? Well, we know why. Because Danny Hawkins was having an affair with a 19-year-old girl, and he wanted his wife out of the way so he could cash in on the $500,000 life insurance policy and spend the money on the 19-year-old. Well, that ought to be enough right there, right? Just throw away the key. Danny didn't merely murder his wife. He drugged her. Then he raped her. And then after he strangled her, he beat her lifeless body. He fractured her skull. Well, let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. That is not a crime of passion. That is a monster. Now, you heard Linda's mother describe the phone call that she received from the police describing to her how they had discovered her daughter's body in a landfill, discarded like so much garbage. Let me tell you something. That phone call is pain you cannot imagine. Not unless it's happened to you. And I know it hasn't happened to any of you, or you wouldn't have made it past voir dire.
Objection!
Counselor?
Let me tell you something else. If I could make you understand that pain, my job would be a hell of a lot easier.
Objection, Your Honor. May we approach?
Please.
Your Honor, I noticed at least 5 inappropriate personal remarks.
Yes, I can count, Miss Dunbar. Mr. McLaren, I'm inclined to agree with her.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. The prosecutor Droid was unavailable, so the state's attorney's office sent me. And yeah, I get a little cranky when it comes to white killers.
My chambers, please.
All right.
I don't know why you're glaring at me. You completely crossed the line.
Hey, I know where the damn line is, okay?
You should, Mr. McLaren. You live on it.
You seem to think you have some kind of special pass to say anything you want at any
Okay,
time
you two
in the
can pull
time.
each other's hair on your own time. Right now, your problem is with me.
With all due respect, Your Honor, you want to chat now? I'm in the middle of my closing statement. I know you don't have capital murder cases in juvenile court.
You say another word, counselor, and I'm going to toss your ass in jail and give Miss Dunbar the key. Oh, yeah, smile, Miss Dunbar. You're going to be in there with him. You've been over the top since the first day of the guilt phase, and I have let things slide, and obviously you got the impression that there is no limit to how far you can push me. Well, hear me when I say there is a limit, and you are there.
I have not
I will
done
tell
one-
you when you can speak. Now, I am going to sequester the jury and give you a day to calm down, and then you're going to come into my courtroom with a better attitude.
You can't be serious.
Make that 2 days. You want the jail cell, or you want me to declare a mistrial? You're dismissed.
See that perfectly normal-looking mother over there? She wants to pay cash, and she's told admitting she doesn't believe in giving information to people with computers. Got my aunt running the Social Security numbers I finally managed to wrench out of her.
Well, whatever it is, you're gonna have to deal with it. The new chief of ER showed up early. I'm gonna be busy with him all day and night.
What about our dinner date?
Oh, not gonna happen.
But I made reservations. I bought a tie.
Well, you'll have to cancel the reservations, and I assume your tie isn't perishable. Oh, there you are. Dr. Kyle McCarty, meet Dr. Todd Hooper. He's your new boss.
You're not what I expected.
I'll bet.
You shut down the capital murder case.
Who told you that?
Donna, Mike at the metal detector, Glass at the information desk, and 6 people in the elevator.
I had a lawyer who needed to take a breath.
David McLaren, the only guy in the state's attorney's office with a perfect record. And you stopped him in the middle of his closing statement?
Mike at the metal detector is welcome to my job if he doesn't like the way I'm doing it.
You shut McLaren down in the middle of his closing statement? I knew I loved you.
I'll see you later. Stu?
Do you think we kill him to ever say, like, hello, Stu, or goodbye, Stu?
Give him a little time. He'll thaw out. Jazzed about dinner at Bugsy's?
You know, my throat is feeling a little scratchy.
Don't even think about it.
Judge Gray. Hi, Stu.
Hi, Donna.
Judge Bromwell called to remind you about the bench bar for dinner tonight. Oh, you're not gonna make me lie, are you?
No, Tom will be there.
Wow, so I guess Bugsy's is off.
Yeah, poor Lauren.
Yeah.
You could take her.
Me?
Yeah. Yeah. It'll be great. It'll give you and Lauren some time to get to know each other better.
What are we going to talk about?
She only has two subjects. Her boyfriend Victor and her hair.
Well, I don't know anything about either of those.
You like long hair and everything Victor says is brilliant. You'll be fine. I gotta go.
Mrs. Nichols, I'm sorry you can't use that in here. This is Maxine Gray from the Department of Children and Families. She'd like to speak with you.
Why? I wanted to see what a person looks like after she's been dead for 25 years. And the boy looks pretty good for being dead since 1984, I must say.
So we would like to talk to you about your real identity and why you gave me these.
I can explain. I hope so.
I have to get back to work. You two get acquainted. I'll check back later.
I can explain. So you said.
Mom, I'll be right there, honey. My real name is Ella Croft. That's my son, Brian.
Are you running from someone?
My ex-husband, Howard Croft. He's crazy. That's how Brian hurt his knee. We were running from him down some stairs.
Why do you say he's crazy?
He beats us. And he abuses Brian. Physically, I mean.
I understand.
I found an organization to help us, but we missed our meeting time and I couldn't get the woman on the phone. I don't know what to do.
Does your ex-husband have legal custody of Brian?
Yes. Stupid judge. I think Howard paid him off.
Miss Croft, if you flee with Brian, it will be kidnapping. You could end up in jail.
What else can I do? I don't have a choice.
I will get you some help. You stay with your son. I have some phone calls to make.
I'm stumped. I don't get it. What's your saturation now?
64%.
After 3 treatments?
Dr. McCarty, I need help. You'll have to keep Brian Croft here for a couple of hours.
With a sprained knee?
Well, it might actually be broken, and you have to take x-rays, and then wouldn't you know it, the machine is acting up.
It's good for about an hour. Where are they?
Oh, hell.
They strapped the guy to the chair, flipped the switch, and like a gazillion volts go through his body. He's totally toast. Sometimes the guy's hair catches on fire and smoke comes out of the top of his head. Or even flames.
Cool.
Not cool. Also not homework.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, baby. Hi, Victor. What's going on?
We're studying for a math test.
By discussing executions that have gone wrong. Where's Grandma?
Upstairs.
I think they should put executions on TV. They could get The Rock to host it.
Or they could bring back the guillotine. We could walk to the village with a sack lunch. How was dinner with Stu?
We didn't go.
Why not?
He called and said he had to work late. But it's okay, because we need to study anyway.
That's probably my dad. Mr. McLaren, you better need a warrant. Otherwise, it is highly inappropriate for you to come to my house.
I didn't know this was your house.
Oh, yeah, what? You're selling magazine subscriptions?
I'm picking up my son. My housekeeper gave me this address. She said she dropped him off here to study with his friend Lauren.
You're Victor's father.
Makes you Lauren's mother. Hey, dude.
Hey, Dad. This is Lauren.
Hi, Lauren. Nice to meet you. You teach him anything?
I don't know.
Thanks, Mrs. Gray. See you.
Stevie.
Thanks. I apologize for the weirdness.
No need. Oh, wait.
Thank you.
You know Victor's dad?
He's an attorney.
He seems nice.
He's very serious about his job. Okay, it's late. Let's go get you ready for bed.
Isn't Victor hot?
I could hardly keep my hands off of him. Go.
I've got 2 different private investigators on it, in addition to the cops. But nobody has seen them since they left the hospital.
Where were they when you were chasing them?
Excuse me?
Alice said that Brian sprained his knee because they were running down some stairs to get away from you.
Ms. Gray, the last time I saw them, Monday afternoon, I was standing in my office giving Brian money for pizza because Ella said she didn't have any cash. And I haven't chased anybody down any stairs since junior high school.
Why would she lie?
Because she's a nut. Did that escape your attention when you met her? She told you I have custody. Did you ask her why?
She's under the impression that you paid off a judge.
And that didn't strike you as paranoid? This is a copy of the custody order. As you can read, the judge declared Ella an unfit parent. I argued against visitation. I was afraid she was a flight risk.
How's my beautiful fiancée this morning?
She's a little bit annoyed.
About what?
You didn't take Lauren out to dinner last night.
And I had to work late.
You had to or you chose to?
Come on, what's the big deal? We'll just reschedule for some time when we can all go.
Stu, you act like you're afraid to be alone with Lauren. You are afraid to be alone with her?
No! I mean, not with Lauren. Not with Lauren per se, it's kids in general.
What about them?
I just don't know what to say to them. They always make me feel like I'm the biggest dork on the planet.
Well, I assume this is something you didn't just find out yesterday. Were you, what, you were just planning on faking it?
Yes. Until I got better at it. You don't understand. I mean, you've known her forever. You've watched her grow up. It was a gradual thing. For me, it's like that frog that gets thrown into a pot of boiling water.
My daughter's a pot of boiling water.
I'm a frog.
I don't think this is funny, Stu. We're gonna get married in over a week, and you're gonna be Lauren's stepfather.
Okay, you're right. You're right. I'll call her and I'll make a date and we'll do something, okay?
Okay.
Okay, I gotta go.
Is there any change?
She's not responding to the amoxicillin.
Breathing treatments aren't working.
I'm gonna try one more, Proventil.
No, don't.
Excuse me. What's going on?
Did you see the infiltrates?
Yeah. Believe it or not, this isn't my first barbecue.
Eosinophil count's 25%. That's too high for asthma. You want better blood oxygen is low?
You know, it's odd for me. There's something a little eepy about betting on a patient's condition.
Start her on amphotericin B drip immediately.
Whoa there, cowboy. Look, I realize you're trying to announce your presence with authority, but that's pretty extreme.
You think?
I think. Do you know the pain an Ampho B drip can cause an adult? She's only 13.
What's your diagnosis?
She's suffering from some form of acute asthma.
No. She's dying. She's got ABA, allergic bronchopulmonary
Pulmonary aspergillosis? Yeah, I'm familiar with it, but that's a pretty wild guess.
What's my diagnosis?
Based on about 30 seconds with the patient? Look, I hate to burst your bubble, Todd, but ABA itself isn't life-threatening.
Most of the time. But in children with a history of respiratory problems, it's deadly. So start her on the drip immediately. And hey, call me doctor from now on.
Lauren!
See ya.
See ya. Hey, Mrs. Gray.
Hey, Victor. Hi, Mom.
Let's go.
How come you're picking me up?
I had a free hour. Hey, Lauren. You and Victor are too young to be snuggling under a tree.
We weren't snuggled, Mom.
Well, you were something.
He's just having a bad day. I was trying to cheer him up.
Couldn't you give him a stick of gum or make a funny face or something? Why was Victor having a bad day?
He just gets sad sometimes. He misses his mom. She died a couple years ago.
How did she die?
She was murdered. Isn't that sad?
Who murdered her?
They don't know. Someone broke in and killed her when she was the only one at home. You know what's really horrible? Victor and his dad were the ones who found her, and there was like blood all over their house.
Did they find the guy who did it?
No. Victor has nightmares that the guy comes back and kills him or his dad. That's why he has to go to therapy. Isn't that awful?
Yes. It is.
Kyle said the boy's injury's not serious, but he needs physical therapy.
These are too good to have been bought in some back alley.
She said an organization was helping her.
DART, maybe? It's an acronym, Domestic Abuse.
I know what it is.
It's not like we can just look them out in a phone book. I know people who've been searching for their kids for years once they went underground with DART. Where are you going?
Out?
Where out?
I cannot discuss it with you.
Hi.
Hi.
You want to go for coffee with your favorite fiancé?
I can't. I have to do this.
Come on, 15 minutes. You won't even know you were gone.
I really can't. Did you know about David McLaren's wife?
Yeah, everybody knows.
I didn't know.
Right, everybody in criminal knows. We moved here a couple years ago, right after it happened. I mean, I was still in ASA then. Someone in the office heard about it, and I guess it got around. I don't care what kind of tragic past the guy's had. He's still an arrogant jackass. So, I can't talk you into coffee?
No. Did you call Lauren?
About what?
About taking her out.
No, I've been swamped, but I will.
I really don't ask too many favors.
I know, and I'm gonna do it. Are you angry with me about something?
No, I'm sorry. I'm just doing research on what to say to a man before I sentence him to death.
You say, "May God have mercy on your soul." At least that's what they say in the movies. Sweetie, it's not on you. It's on the 12 people in the jury box. Okay? Can I get you something from the cafeteria?
I'm good.
Okay. Well, I'll see you later. And, I'll call Lauren.
Good.
You blew it. Is that your answer?
Yes, it is.
I've read the divorce papers and the custody order. Howard Croft is telling the truth.
Howard Croft is a wealthy, well-connected wife beater. Those divorce papers, if you did some research, you'd find that the judge who signed them is a golf buddy of his.
Do you know where Ella and Brian Croft are?
Of course I don't.
I don't believe you. June, we put in a lot of years in DCF. That is why I've turned a blind eye to your illegal activities. But also because I knew that if I ever came to you and said, I need your cooperation on this, you would help me. Have I been wrong about that?
Yes, Maxine, you have.
what you're thinking.
You have no idea what I'm thinking.
You're pissed off because you were wrong and I was right.
Pissed off because a patient is recovering? You were right. Probably saved her life.
Look, medicine is a big crapshoot. You look at the table, place your bets, and roll. You know, this is the best possible situation for you.
Your little secret? We have the same secret.
No, not really. See, I tell everyone that I meet that I'm 8 years sober. I'd be willing to give you 5 to 1 odds you haven't told anyone around here about the drunken tracheotomy.
It's enough with the gambling analogy.
I can't help it. Pop was a professional gambler. Ooh, stuff to do.
Dude, don't you love the hoop? I mean, he got us a whole case of free pens from one of the drug companies, and you know what he said? Ethics be damned. We need more pens.
Where's Lily?
She's gone. Her shift ended and she bailed.
You mean gone?
Sloan Kettering bound, my brother. We've got the hoopster now.
Don't take this the wrong way, but you're crazy.
Well, that's irrelevant. We're debating my competence.
There is no debate to be had. You are the best social worker I've ever seen.
Not anymore. I have no idea what to do with this Croft situation. I don't know if this boy is about to escape a living hell or about to be dragged into one.
How long have you known this Dart woman?
She left here several years ago. We kept in touch. I've never notified the authorities because I have seen her do God's work. But sometimes when people do God's work, they start to believe they're God.
Well, I believe the law exists for times just like this. For the rare occasion when Maxine Gray doesn't know what the truth is.
Your office said I'd find you here. Why didn't you tell me about that?
I assume while you were investigating my private life, you also discovered that the DNA results cleared me a week later.
The point is, why didn't you disclose it to me?
That information is available to anyone with a search engine.
I don't make it a habit of Googling attorneys.
Apparently you do.
Is this your first capital case since it happened?
That's irrelevant.
I don't think so.
Look, what law am I breaking?
You're too emotionally involved. Your objectivity is compromised.
I don't have to be objective. You do. And was I dreaming that cocktail party where you said you were concerned about the appearance of an ex parte conversation? Or is it just the appearance of one that bothers you?
This is something I would say to a friend. And you and I don't know each other at all, so it makes no logical sense that I would say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. It is highly likely that I'm going to have to sentence a man to death. And that would be hard enough without knowing that you're sitting there gleeful because Danny Hawkins is a reasonable facsimile to the man who killed your wife. Yes, it is not strictly illegal. There's nothing technically unethical about it, but there's something wrong with that, and you know it.
Are you done? I've been working on this case for 2 years. I've resurrected it from the dead 5 times. If it weren't for me, Danny Hawkins would be lying on the beach in Cancun sipping margaritas with Muffy, the 19-year-old, until he decided it was time to buy another life insurance policy so he could get rid of her. So you tell me, where would justice be if it weren't riding the back of my creepy obsession?
Just because you always win doesn't mean you're always right. Any sign of Lauren?
She's standing in front of her mirror in outfit number 15. Outfits 1 through 14 are on her floor.
Lauren, if you're late, I'm not writing you a note.
heading for a showdown in Victorville.
Amy, it's her first boyfriend.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'm going to write on her college application. Please excuse the severe nosedive. Her grades took in middle school, but that's when she met Victor.
What else is bothering you?
Me? Nothing. Well, I might have to sentence a man to death today, but other than that, life is peachy.
Amy, the last man executed in Connecticut died during the Kennedy administration. And if the jury cries out for the ultimate penalty, there will be 13 years of appeals before his sentence is commuted by somebody.
You're saying I'm being overly dramatic?
I'm saying you're not going to have to flip the switch yourself.
Mom, the point is... Lauren, I have her backpack and I'm in the car.
Lauren, your mother has your backpack and she's in the car.
I see everyone is here, and we are back on the record, so we'll pick up where we left off. Mr. McLaren, you may continue with your closing statement.
Approach, Your Honor.
Yeah. Is there a problem?
Your Honor, due to a personal matter, I request to withdraw myself from this case.
What? You sure about that?
My associate, Jay Dawson, is present and prepared to move forward with the closing statement so as not to delay this court any further.
Your Honor, I can't believe you're falling for this. He's just trying to take 2 bites out of the apple because you interrupted his closing statement.
Your Honor, I request that my remarks be stricken from the record and the jury be directed to disregard my previous closing statement. This should address Ms. Dunbar's concerns.
Well, it doesn't.
Yes, Miss Dunbar, actually it does. Mr. McLaren, I accept your withdrawal from this case, and we will proceed with Mr. Dawson's closing statement.
Thank you.
Maxine, really? This is ridiculous.
Agreed. Which is why you need to tell me where they are, or I will call the police and tell them everything I know about you and Dart.
That's a world of trouble you don't want.
It's not any trouble for me. Where are they?
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Yes, this is Maxine Gray with DCF. Detective O'Brien, please.
Why are you doing this?
I have an OTC for Brian Croft. He needs to be in custody until we can get to the truth. Yes, Maxine Gray. I was holding for Detective O'Brien. I believe we were cut off.
They're getting on the 6:30 bus to Newark. Downtown station.
Thank you, June.
I don't know Detective O'Brien.
Neither do I. But he sounds scary, doesn't he?
All parties are present, and I've been informed that the jury has reached a decision regarding penalty. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
In the matter of the state v. Daniel Hawkins, as to the first-degree murder of Linda Hawkins, what is your finding?
Your Honor, our verdict is death in accordance with the manner prescribed by law.
Mr. Hawkins, as Miss Dunbar will explain to you, there will be an automatic appeal. Is there anything you'd like to say at this time?
Your Honor, I realize that the jury has spoken twice. But I just want to say to you and to the jury You made a terrible mistake. I'm an innocent man.
It is hereby ordered that you be taken by the proper authority to the Connecticut State Prison and there be kept under close confinement until the date of your execution is set. It is further ordered that on such scheduled date you, Daniel Hawkins, be put to death.
You are nothing if not self-destructive.
Lloyd said you were already gone.
Lloyd eats paste. I was on my way.
You couldn't leave without saying goodbye?
But I couldn't leave without saying goodbye.
Got off to a great start with my new boss today.
So I heard.
The difference between me as a drunk and me as a model citizen is marginal.
Well, I hear it takes more work than just capping the bottle. Give yourself some time.
Who's going to be here to tell me when I'm being an ass?
Oh, I'm guessing Todd will enjoy that part of the job.
I wonder what would have happened if I'd have met you a year from now.
They have these great little things in Manhattan. They're boxes with numbers on them. You push a few buttons. You're talking to me.
You'd be okay with that?
Or she warned them, and they took another bus.
That's barrier.
That won't help Brian Croft.
Maybe he's safe now. Maybe it was the father.
Come in.
You wanted to see me?
Yeah, 3 hours ago.
I was not in the office.
The jury was only out 2 hours. You must be happy.
My office is happy, yeah.
You're not?
I don't know why you've decided you know who I am.
Look, I don't want to fight. I wanted to thank you. I think you did the right thing.
Why?
Well, apart from everything else I've said, I don't think it would have brought you any comfort.
Why is it your job to decide what brings me comfort? You're a good judge. I respect you. I respect the bench. So it was the right thing to do. But whatever it may or may not have meant to me personally, that's my business.
You're right. It is. That's all I wanted to say. Mr. McLaren?
Yeah?
I didn't say this before because I was angry, but I'm sorry about your wife.
Pick a card, any card.
Why? Come on. You know my thing about magicians. They're like mimes in tuxedos.
Darling, indulge me. Pick a card. Now read it out loud.
Mexico.
Amy Gray. Your exciting honeymoon adventure begins south of the border in Mexico with an incredible bicycle tour of the Yucatan Peninsula. And while sleeping under the stars isn't mandatory,
Okay, I get
is...
it. It's like a honeymoon lottery.
What do you think?
I think I'm not going to be riding a bicycle on my honeymoon.
There's 2 more.
Do either of them say 10 days on a beach doing absolutely nothing except ordering room service and reading trashy novels and sipping foamy drinks out of scooped out island fruit?
No. But we could sip our foamy drinks after an exciting day of sea kayaking on the Great Barrier Reef.
You're going to Australia?
Hey, you. You're supposed to be asleep.
Australia's like 12,000 miles away.
Yeah, but they got phones there.
Yeah.
Well, why do you have to go on a honeymoon anyway?
Well, I guess it's a tradition that after a wedding, the husband and wife.
So you can have sex, right?
What?
Oh, boy.
You go away so you can have lots of sex.
That's not entirely true.
That's right. Sometimes there's kayaking.
There's never kayaking.
Go away. Go to Antarctica and have sex for 2 weeks.
Honey.
I don't really care. I'm gonna go to bed.
Hey, come back here. What just happened?
You know what's amazing? Card number 4, 2 weeks of sex in Antarctica. I think that's the winner.
No.
Morning, Maxine. Hey, you looking for a new job?
Don't tempt me, Sean. You've moved recently, haven't you?
Twice in 4 years.
Help me out. What does this mean? 2-bedroom, 2-bath, cozy charm to spare.
Cozy charm? That means place is slightly larger than a shoebox.
And north-facing terrace.
Shoebox with a balcony.
That's what I thought.
Why are you looking at real estate?
Well, Amy's getting married next month, and
Well, what, she and Stu are kicking you out?
no one is kicking me out. It's time, that's all.
Okay, let me help you. I used to date this realtor. She can get me the listings. It's much more up to date than this stuff. What's your price range?
I don't know.
Well, just give me a general ballpark. You do have a general ballpark.
I imagine I do. I just don't know where it is. I'm meeting with Peter tomorrow, and I will ask him to direct me to my ballpark.
Listen, there might be a, This is awkward, but...
Pick a sentence, Robert. Any sentence. We'll continue this later.
It's Kimberly.
It always is. Greg and Stephen Goodman.
Yep. She got a message from the nurse at their school. The boys were bruised. They've been beaten up. Kimberly told me to go by their house and snatch the boys.
Without even talking to the nurse?
Yeah. How'd you know?
Your Honor, if you're implying an ethics violation...
I'm not implying anything, Miss Knox, except intense displeasure at what I read in the newspaper this morning. Let's read it together, shall we? The Connecticut woman who has accused football star Jason Darby of rape spent time in a psychiatric hospital 6 months before the incident, according to unnamed sources.
Are you accusing me of leaking this story to the press?
Well, I can't really see that it came from the prosecution side. Doesn't do much for his case.
Your Honor, my client has a high profile. If he weren't a celebrity, this case wouldn't have even made it this far.
Give me a break.
Save it for the jury, Miss Knox.
My point is, this case has gained national attention, which means newspapers and talk radio stations are being inundated with tips from unnamed sources.
As long as you're not one of them.
I assure you I'm not. And let me just say for the record, I resent the implication.
Your resentment of this and all future implications has been noted, Miss Knox.
With all due respect, Your Honor, if our pre-existing relationship is going to be a problem here, I think you should consider recusing yourself.
With all due respect, Counselor, we are acquaintances. We don't have a pre-existing relationship. And I will see you then.
Emily, here's the thing. I need a decision, and I need it now. Stripes or solid blue?
Who's the interview with?
It's a bunch of stuffed shirts who are going to determine my future. I have to show them that I'm attending physician material.
Definitely that one.
Think so?
It goes with your eyes.
Solid blue it is. You get some rest, and I'll come back and check on you later. And whatever you do...
I know. Stay away from the tapioca. Can you send my father in?
Yeah.
We're gonna add another round of dialysis, and that should help.
She's getting weaker. I can tell.
Emily wants to see you.
Hang in there, Mr. Gillen.
Her creatinine and nitrogen levels are through the roof.
I know.
She's not going to make it through the weekend.
Listen, she's first on the list. I've got Dr. Amos and the entire transplant team from Hopkins on standby. Until we get a kidney, there's nothing more you can do.
I don't understand. Are there other reports that I'm not seeing?
That's not enough for you? These boys are in here every other day. They have bruises, cuts, black eyes.
According to your file, all of those injuries were sustained here at school.
Not all of them. Sometimes they get beaten up on the way home on the bus. But yes, usually it's here at recess or at lunch. I've seen it myself. The older boys gang up on them.
You think it's the mother's fault these boys get beaten up?
She has turned them into targets. She isolates them from the kids and instructs them not to make friends. And then the way she dresses them. Every day they wear the same thing. These environmental jackets, they're supposed to be hypoallergenic or something. Kids can be mean. And these boys don't fight back. Have you seen them yet?
No, but that will be my next stop.
Their mother's not beating them up, but she might as well be.
Jason Darby has lived a charmed life of a football hero. Ever since he was 15, he's been told he's better than the rest of us. Teachers, coaches, they all cut him breaks. Why? Because he's unstoppable on the football field. He's special. The rules that apply to everyone else don't apply to him. Shannon Elner made a mistake. She had the gall to say no to Jason Darby when he wanted to have sex with her, at which point Jason Darby, who does not have to take no for an answer, raped her repeatedly. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, give Jason Darby a message that the people of Connecticut punish rapists, no matter how rich and famous they are.
Ms. Knox, your turn.
This is not a complicated case. There was no rape. This was consensual sex. When does consensual sex turn into allegations of rape? That's a $50 question. Take a look at Mr. Darby. He is rich, he is good-looking, he is successful. He made it out of the inner city, and look at him now. He is the American dream. His mansion has been splashed all over newspapers and magazines. His salary is public knowledge. What happened is this. Shannon Elner read the papers, and Shannon Elner decided she wanted a piece of that dream. How does she get it? She has consensual sex with Jason Darby, and a full 2 days later walks into a police station and cries rape. Mr. Matthews, any idea how Shannon's civil suit is coming along?
Excuse me? Objection, Your Honor. I'm not a witness.
Sustained. Ms. Knox, get away from the cameras and finish up.
I've got $50 that says Shannon Elner has already hired a private attorney who is in the process of filing a massive civil suit. Now, who wants to take that bet?
Your Honor.
Ms. Knox, you are finished.
Mom, what are you doing here?
I thought I'd surprise you. Take you out for ice cream, or, who's your next little friend?
Hi, I'm Victor.
Hi, I'm Lauren's mom.
Mom, he heard me call you Mom. He knows who you are.
Okay, take it easy. I'm just making chit-chat.
Victor, come on. Mike Drew's waiting. Nice to meet you. Catch you later, Al.
What?
L? Oh, come on. We gave you a full name. It's a pretty name. It's 6 whole letters. Why would you want to shorten it?
I have 3 words for you. Affordable, luxury, retirement.
And I have 3 words for you.
Mom, don't let the retirement part throw you. It's just a marketing thing. Half the residents of these places still work. In terms of craftsmanship, these are the best apartment complexes on the market. And the perks? Look at this. They give you your own garden plot to tend.
How efficient. You cultivate the land in the spring, and they bury you there in the fall.
Okay, fine. You tell me what you had in mind.
Well, I don't know. I want a little house with a yard and nothing big. Maybe a porch.
Sounds lovely. Of course, there's no way you can afford that unless you make some changes. Financial changes.
Such as?
Well, for one, you're going to have to clear out your savings, which means the money you made when you sold the house. Zero out your credit card balance, and then you're going to have to sell Jared's diner.
But the diner is a source of income. Is it not?
Mom, I keep the books. Believe me, it's a source of outgo.
Why haven't you told me that before now?
Well, when Jared was taking care of the finances, it didn't matter. It was pocket change to him. It's a house mortgage to you.
He never said a word.
Well, he probably didn't know. He didn't have to. He had $1 billion. You don't.
All right.
Well, take a couple weeks and think about it, but sometime within the next month.
I said all right. Let's do it now.
Really? Are you sure?
Peter, it's just a coffee shop, and it's costing me money. Let's sell it.
I'll find a realtor.
Last night, when Stu and I were in the living room and you came in, you seemed upset. So I guess I just wanted to make sure that you know what we're getting into.
Who? You and Stu?
No, you and me. I know you don't like to bring this up, and you've made it very clear in the past that you don't want me to get married again.
What? I never said that.
Actually, you did.
I don't remember.
Well, it doesn't matter. The point is that this marriage is happening, and it means changes for your life, too.
Mom, chill. Don't worry. I like Stu, okay? He's always really nice to me, and he seems fine. For now.
That's what I'm talking about. It's forever. That's the idea.
And what about you and Dad? That was supposed to be forever, right? Wasn't it?
Yeah, of course it was.
And then it got all messed up.
But I was younger then. I didn't know what I know now. I didn't have you. I just want you to know that you and me, we're in this thing together. And it's gonna work out, okay? I mean, look at what we've been through. We're tough.
I don't want to be tough. I want you to promise that you're not going to mess up again.
We're looking at 48 minutes, Doc. Still no respiratory effort and no spontaneous heartbeat.
Give him 2 amps epi and sodium bicarb.
We had that at the scene and in the ambulance.
Give it to him again. We're losing him. I need atropine. Stop CPR.
No rhythm.
Start CPR. Another amp epi IV push.
What's his status?
We barely got a rhythm, no breath sounds, no brain function, and his pupils are pinned.
For how many minutes?
49.
Kyle, he's AP positive. Like Emily Gitlin. What do you want to do? How is he?
I'm sorry. Gary's head injuries were too severe.
Oh, God.
We tried to revive him. We did everything we could, but every test shows that his brain isn't functioning anymore.
I told him to wear his helmet, but he was in such a rush and he couldn't find it, and I just let him go.
Mrs. Costin, I need to speak with Gary's mother or father. I need to speak with them now.
Why?
There's a young girl here who needs a transplant.
What?
She's the same blood type as Gary, but I can't do anything without parental permission.
I'm his legal guardian.
Then I would like to ask you for that permission.
No, I won't do that.
Mrs. Costin, if you were the legal guardian, you
It doesn't matter. That's not my decision to make. I won't do that. You talk to my daughter.
Where can I find her?
She lives with her boyfriend.
Who are you? Maxine Gray with the Department of Children and Families.
The government. The government sent you.
Well, one small, underfunded, but well-meaning corner of the government.
You need to leave.
No, Mrs. Goodman. I need to see your boys.
Do you have a warrant?
I can get one. And a couple of uniformed police officers to go with it.
Fine. You can see them, and then you have to leave.
What happened?
A couple of older kids threw eggs at them when they got off the bus, and then they beat them up on the way into school.
Which kids?
It's always the same ones. They call us freaks.
Okay, that's enough. Okay, you've seen them. Next person from the government better have a warrant.
Special delivery for Dr. McCarty.
Who the hell is that?
That next of kin you wanted picked up, Erica Costin.
This is the mother of the brain dead boy?
Apparently a condition they share.
Oh, any idea what she's on?
Not a clue.
Have a seat.
Miss Costin?
Hello?
Erica?
Erica!
Do you know where you are?
Erica! We need to talk to you about your son. Erica?
This is hopeless. I want you to talk to the grandmother and get her authorization. I don't care what you have to tell her.
She won't do that without her daughter. She made that clear.
Emily Gitlin's out of time, Kyle. Do you want to tell her parents we lost the perfect donor?
Rapid detox.
No, she's got to be in danger. Give her consent, and let's face it, she is neither.
Unless, of course, that was a seizure. Come
Kyle.
on, we have pupillary meiosis, skin is clammy and hypothermic, possible endocarditis. Could be nothing, could be no D. What do you say, Dr. Redeker? We let this one go, you won't be able to go far enough away to forget it.
I'm going to call it an OD.
I need a bed in ICU. Rapid detox incoming.
Shannon, didn't you think that 1 o'clock in the morning was awfully late to be going to a man's hotel room?
Yes, but he said he had some 8x10s of himself and that he would autograph one for my father.
And what happened when you got to the defendant's hotel room?
He sat on the bed and I sat on a chair. He asked about my family, who my dad's favorite teams were. Did I like football, stuff like that. And then I told him I had to go to the bathroom. And when I came out, maybe he'd have that picture ready. But when I came out, he started kissing me. He grabbed me and I told him to stop, but he just picked me up and he tossed me on the bed. He jumped on me. And he kept saying, "You don't want to fight me. Don't fight me now."
I know this is difficult, Shannon, but I need you to tell the court what happened next.
He had sex with me, even though I was crying and saying no.
No further questions at this time, Judge Gray.
Ms. Knox.
Ms. Elner, you testified that 2 of your friends told you not to go with Mr. Darby. So, why did you go?
Objection. Argumentative.
Overruled. This is cross, Mr. Matthews. You may answer, Ms. Elner.
He seemed nice.
Can you describe for the jury what you wore for this innocent hotel visit?
Objection.
Defense is alleging consent, Your Honor, that Ms. Elner set out to seduce a defendant.
I get it. Overruled.
I don't remember what I wore. I think it was jeans and a tank top.
No jacket? It was 40 degrees out. Jeans and a tank? You must have been frightfully cold, Ms. Elner.
Don't try my patience, Ms. Knox.
Isn't it true that you smiled and waved at the doorman in the lobby when you left Mr. Darby's hotel at 2:30?
Objection.
Grounds?
No, if he said that, he's lying.
Ms. Elner, if Mr. Darby did indeed rape you, why did you ask him to buy you a bracelet?
I didn't. That's another lie.
And I suppose you didn't confide to a friend that having sex with my client was the least work for the biggest payday.
Objection. Hearsay. Argumentative.
It's all about the money, isn't it?
Ms. Knox!
It's not. You can ask any one of my friends.
And what should I ask them? Whether or not you're a gold digger?
I'm not. I don't care how rich and famous he is. I don't have sex with black guys.
Ten-minute recess. Counsel in my chambers now. Right now.
All rise.
My client was manipulated and goaded into that outburst.
Yes, she was, Mr. Matthews, but it's your job to prevent that, not mine. Be a better lawyer.
Judge Gray, due to Ms. Elner's assertion of her sexual preferences, her sexual history is now fair game.
Yes, they covered that in my law school as well.
For the defense to call new witnesses, we need time to investigate, time to depose.
No, I'm not going to sequester the jury and grant a long continuance, if that's where you're going, Mr. Matthews. You have until tomorrow morning, both of you. Any longer than that, and the coverage on this will make Cirque du Soleil look understated. We all know that. You're not going to waste my time talking about it.
Your Honor, that is an unrealistic amount of time.
And yet I'm going to go out on a limb and bet you'll be prepared, Ms. Knox.
My mother doesn't like me to talk to people from the government.
And I can certainly understand that. But I have a report you and your brother are having some problems.
I can handle it.
You shouldn't have to handle it. I notice you and your brother dress alike.
So?
Well, you dress alike, but you don't dress like any of the other students, which in some neighborhoods could land a person on the wrong side of a fist.
This is a microfiber. You can just wash it with water. You don't have to use laundry detergent.
And that saves money?
They put stuff in laundry detergent that gives you cancer.
Who does?
You know, some of the big corporations. The ones that have been infiltrated by terrorists and extremist groups.
Is that what your mother told you?
My father had a website about all that stuff. And he was writing a book about it. That's why he got killed.
I understood it was a car accident.
They ran his car off the road.
What's in the backpack?
Survival stuff. Chemical mask for biological attack. Iodine pills for radiation. Mom says that kind of thing's gonna happen sooner or later. She thinks the government knows what's gonna happen. They're just keeping us in the dark.
And what do you think?
I think it keeps her from worrying so much when she can't be there to protect us. Even if none of it is true, why should she have to worry so much?
If I had your job, I would never get any work done. Just imagine myself on that beach, the warm sand between my toes, and a little guy right there serving me a Mai Tai.
You came to the right place. I can make all that happen for you. Well, you'll have to provide your own little guy.
Here's my little guy right now.
Sorry I'm late.
Stu, this is Marta.
Hi. Did Amy tell you how difficult this is gonna be?
Oh, come on. You fell in love. You can't be that different. Let's start with the simple things. What kind of weather are you thinking about?
Warm.
I agree.
See, we're off to a good start. Now, did you want an exotic vacation or something closer to home?
Exotic.
I thought you were having trouble.
Well, this is where it's gonna get a little rocky. See, Stu and I are at different places in our lives. I've been married, I have a child, and Stu, well, he was ill.
Oh, I'm sorry. So nothing too strenuous.
I wish. No, oh, no. How do I put this, honey? He is reaffirming his existence by climbing up and swimming through everything in sight.
You see, Amy's a judge, and I think she's probably seen a little too much of what can go wrong in the world, so consequently she tends to be cautious and what would you say, sweetie? Rigid?
Stu, weddings are stressful, and we're gonna want to sleep for days afterwards.
Right, and we can sleep in the plane. And then we can wake up in Tanzania refreshed and ready for the Serengeti.
Oh, so when you say exotic, you mean...
Memorable, out of the ordinary.
He means life-threatening. This is exotic.
Ha! That? It would bore the hell out of me.
You know, I read an article about this couple who took separate honeymoons. Of course, it didn't work out so well.
Oh, what am I doing here?
We had you brought in. Your son Gary has been in a bicycle accident, and we needed you straight and sober to make some decisions.
Is Gary all right? Tell me he's gonna be all right.
I'm sorry. Miss Costin, your son did not survive his injuries. We have him on life support.
Well, so he's alive?
No, not really. We're keeping him alive on a machine. There's no good way of saying this, so I'm just going to say it. We need permission to use Gary's kidney to save another child's life. Your mother won't sign the papers until you say it's okay.
You want to take his kidney?
Is it okay?
No, it's not okay. Where's my mother?
Miss Costin?
Where is she?
Miss Costin, she's with Gary. She wants to talk to you.
But they said he was supposed to be safe. That's why the judge gave Gary to her. Because she was supposed to watch him.
It was an accident.
But she promised. She said nothing would happen to him.
There is a girl who is going to die unless you give us permission.
I don't care about your girl. The hell with your girl.
Please, just talk to your mother.
No, just get out. Just get out! Get out! Get out. Go!
So where did you get this? I work for the government, Susan. I have access to all sorts of records most people don't get a chance to look at. I'm not supposed to share these, but sometimes I do, because I'm a mother like you, and I use these reports to protect my own children.
So you know about the
extremist groups and the corporations that have been infiltrated, yes, some of them. But the landscape is constantly changing. So by the time citizens like yourself get the information, it's outdated.
What can I do?
The clothes that you dress your sons in come from corporations that can no longer be trusted.
How do you know that?
Well, I've been at this a lot longer than you have. Now, I brought you these things. have your boys wear the clothes I've brought and have them put their gas masks into these unmarked backpacks. That way they'll be prepared, but they'll fit in at school and cease to draw unwanted attention.
Okay.
And, I'd like you to check in with me once a month. I mean, I know that you will stay vigilant and look out for new threats, but I can help you sort out the rumors from the truth.
Thank you. Oh, thank you so much. I just want to keep my boys safe. They're everything to me.
I absolutely believe that.
Where's my daughter?
We couldn't keep her here. She insisted on leaving.
Did you tell her where her boy is?
Of course. Time is running out. If we are going to have a shot at that transplant, we need your signature.
It's up to Erica.
You are Gary's legal guardian. You have the power.
I don't care what it says on a piece of paper. She gave birth to him. I'm not getting between a mother and her child. I've been there too much already.
I would love for Erica to walk through that door right now sober and take responsibility for her son. But we both know that's not going to happen. The ship has sailed on your daughter, Mrs. Costin. But there's a little girl who has done nothing to deserve the state she's in, and you can save her.
More apartment ads?
No restaurant for sale ads.
How many restaurants do you need?
I'm selling the diner, and I am trying to educate myself as to what makes a restaurant irresistible to people who buy restaurants.
You can't sell a diner.
Why not? I sold my house. I'm fine with it, Amy.
Is this Peter's idea?
Could we discuss something more pleasant, like ear mites?
See? You're not fine with it.
Or perhaps you'd like to tell me why Lauren powdered her way through dinner last night.
Oh, she's afraid that after Stu and I get married, we might break up. She wanted me to promise that wouldn't happen.
Did you promise?
No, I hedged and evaded like any other self-respecting mother backed into a corner.
Why didn't you tell her the truth?
And what is the truth?
That no one can make a promise like that.
Our class is full of parents that made that promise and kept it.
Well, they're either lucky or they're lying. If you had asked me 6 months ago to tell you what I would be doing today, combing through the classified would not be on my list. You can't protect Lauren from life.
Ms. Elner, when you left Mr. Darby's hotel, did you go to the police?
No. I just wanted to go home.
And how soon after the alleged rape did you go to the hospital?
2 days.
Ms. Elner, you made a statement yesterday that you wouldn't have sex with Jason Darby for any amount of money. Do you remember what you were doing in July 2001?
No.
Objection. Theatrical, Your Honor.
Not a real objection, but Ms. Knox, could we get to the point here?
Do you know who Frank McGee is?
Yes. We were roommates a couple of years ago.
Would you stand up, please?
Objection, Your Honor. What is this? His name's not on any witness list.
Then let's call him an exhibit. Exhibit A.
Let's not. Mr. McGee, would you please sit down or I'll have you removed from the courtroom?
Was there a period of time, several months, when you were living with Frank McGee that you were broke?
Objection. Where is this going, Your Honor?
Where do you think? Overruled.
Didn't you have sex with Frank McGee in exchange for his covering the rent for a period of 4 months?
Your Honor!
Overruled. I must direct you to answer the question, Ms. Elner.
Yes. I did. I'm not perfect. But that doesn't prove anything. Jason Darby raped me. I told him no, but he raped me. I swear to God.
We are elated and encouraged by our victory. Jason Darby is a free man today because our system, flawed as it sometimes can be, still works. All we need are people who will stand up and demand justice.
Jason.
Okay, we'll take just a few questions.
There's some Charlie you missed.
I just want to thank my fans for standing by me, all the mail and the love you sent. And I want to thank this lady here for bringing her game. Man, she gave 110%, no lie. If you are ever in trouble, call her. She is something else.
Yes, she is. You should congratulate her. Seriously, she put on a hell of a show.
Tell me the truth. You think he did it?
That's all for now.
The truth. Doesn't matter what I think.
You looking for me?
How old is she, 12?
13.
Those are some busy years. 13, 14, 15. A lot can happen. You gotta make sure you watch them every minute. Find out who they're running with. Because when it turns, it turns. They seem like a very nice family.
They are.
Gary was a good boy.
I know.
Where are the papers?
I have some good news.
Peter was supposed to meet us here.
Oh, we could start without him. Now tell me, are we looking for a quick sale or can we be particular?
I guess I need the money. But I do hope you'll find a buyer who wants to keep the place going.
Oh, that's going to be tricky. This area, your best bet is to sell to a developer. I could see a Starbucks go up. They've got plenty of money. There's just not much of a market for old diners.
What about them? Old diners. Never mind. Did you know my fiancé bought this place for me?
Really? Well, I'm sure that he thought this was a good investment at the time. Oh, Peter told me about him. Jared Duff, right? I'm sorry.
Me too.
Wow. We should go to travel agents more often.
I got something for you. 2 tickets to Hawaii. A 5-star resort on the beach, 24-hour room service, not a dangerous activity in sight. It's 24-hour room service, right? You heard that part, right? What's that?
New Zealand. A 5-day whitewater river trip culminating in a bungee jump on the last day, sleeping out under the stars.
That's what you bought.
Yeah, I picked it up this morning. Look, we're in this together, and where you go, I'll go, and if you need adventure, I'm not gonna stand in your way.
I was wrong. I don't need bungee jumping or parasailing. I just need to be with you.
You sure?
Yeah. Of course, never been to New Zealand.
Yeah, I bet it's lovely. We're going to Maui.
Oh, sorry I'm late. Did you guys start?
Sit down, Peter. Have some tea.
Mom, where's she? Where's the realtor? Where's Joyce?
Joyce left.
Why?
Are you hungry? You look hungry.
Oh, God, you're keeping the diner.
Try the pumpkin pie.
Why?
Because it's in season, and Penny does something with the crust.
Mom, I don't care about the pie. Why are you keeping the diner? We talked about this costing you money every day if you're trying to save for a down payment on a house.
I'm not ready.
What?
I like it here, Peter. I'm not ready to let it go. Penny, could you bring us a piece of pumpkin pie, please?
You got it.
Try saying that.
ভাই কি দেখেন?
বাইকটা কি আপনার?
হ্যাঁ আমার ভাই কিছে?
নাম্বার প্লেট কই?
সেটা দিয়ে আপনার কি দরকার?
রাইট দেন।
হ্যাঁ রাইট দিই। কিছে?
বেরিবাদ যাবেন?
না ভাই এই মুহূর্তে বেরিবাদ যাবো না ভাই।
ভাই চলেন না, আমার মায়ের অসুস্থ
ভাই আমার রাইড শেষ। আমার পোলার আছে জন্মদিন, আমার তাড়াতাড়ি বাড়ি যাইতে হবে। আমি যাইতে পারবো না, তো আপনি আর একটা রাইড দেখেন, এ নিয়ে যাবো আপনারে।
ভাই বিপদ তার বইলে আসেন, আমার মায়ের অসুস্থ। ভাই আপনার মা অসুস্থ থাকলে কি একজন হেল্প করতো না?
এই মুহূর্তে ভাই এই বেরিবাদে আমার বাড়িটা থাকলো উল্টা দিকে, আমার যাইতে অনেক দেরি হয়ে যাবে।
ভাই একটু স্যাক্রিফাইস করেন না ভাই। আমার মা অসুস্থ, আপনার মা অসুস্থ থাকলে কি আপনি করতেন না?
আরে
একটু বাড়াই দেবো ভাই, চলেন ভাই।
আরে এই সময় বেরিবাদ কেমনে যাবো
ভাই? আয়েন না, আমি তো আপনার সাথে যাইতেছি ভাই, আমার একটু নামাই দিয়ে আসেন, খুব দরকার ভাই। চলেন ভাই।
আচ্ছা ঠিক আছে চলেন। ভাই কোন দিকে? ভাই আর কোন দিকে যাবো কোন তো? সেই কখন থেকে তো সামনে সামনে করতেছে।
মা, শফিকরে ডাক দাও।
এখন অনেক রাত হয়েছে।
তাহলে একটা কাজ করো, ওর জন্য একটা কেকের পিস রেখে দাও।
আচ্ছা রাইখা দিব না, কাল সকালে তুই দিয়ে আসিস।
মা, মোমবাতি কই?
মোমবাতি আনতে তো ভুলে গেছি একদম।
তাহলে কাজ করো, বাবাকে আনতে কইয়া দাও।
তোর বাপ কি জানে যে কেক কিনে নিয়ে আসছি? আচ্ছা আগে আসুক, তারপরে দোকানে পাঠাবো না মামা।
তাইলে একটা কাজ করি, আমি নিজে গিয়ে নিয়ে আসি।
ছোট মানুষের রাতেবেলা বাইরে যাওয়া নিষেধ তোরে শিখাইছি না?
তাহলে আবার একটা কাজ করো, বাবাকে ফোন দিয়ে কইয়া দাও বেলুন আনতে, আর বলবা যে তাড়াতাড়ি আসতে।
আর একটু অপেক্ষা করি, হ্যাঁ, তারপর কমুনি।
আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর, তাহলে আমি
এই লইটে বান্ধব তুই চুপ থাক। তুমি তো মোর বন্ধু সুরজ রে চেনো, মোর মেলা দিনের পুরানা বন্ধু। লোকটাও ভালো, বিশ্বাসী। আর তার মাইয়া যে খারাপ হইবে হিয়া কিন্তু মোর বিশ্বাস হয় না। আমার ওই দোস্ত সুরজ রে মুই কথা দিছি, তার মাইয়া আয়সার লগে আগামী মাসে মগো পোলার বিয়া দিব। তা বাবা তুমি কি কর?
আলহামদুলিল্লাহ, রাস্তা ক্লিয়ার।
তোর বাবার একটু মাথা মোটা হইলে তাতে কি হয়েছে? কথাটা কিন্তু খুব একটা খারাপ করেনি, তাই না? ভালো একটা ডিসিশন নিছে।
এই হ্যাঁ বেটা, ওই যাও বই। আরে বেটা বহ, যাও যাও কই।
বয় বাবা বয়, বয় রাখি। মাথাটা ঠান্ডা করে বয় না, কথা বলতেছি, কথাগুলি একটু শুন।
আচ্ছা, আব্বু আম্মু মন থেকে খুশিতে তোরে বিয়ে করাইতে চাইতেছে, মানে তোর মতো বলদ আমি আমার দুনিয়াতে দেখিনি। তুই যেখানে রাজি হবি সে জায়গার মধ্যে তুই উল্টার মোসামুসি করতেছিস। আজকে যদি আব্বু আম্মু যদি আমারে যদি বলতো যে সাকিব তুই বিয়ে কর, তাহলে আমি
এই লইটে বান্ধব তুই চুপ থাক। বাজান মোসরামুসরি কইরা কোনো লাভ হইবে না। বিয়া কোনো অপরাধের কাম না। শোনো, পোলাপান যখন বড় হয় বাবা মার দায়িত্ব পোলাপান করে উত্তম জায়গায় বিয়ে দেওয়া। আমার জানা মতো মাইয়াটা সুশীল ভদ্র, বিয়েটা হইয়া গেলে তখন বুঝবা, তখন আর তোমার অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করা লাগবে না। বাবার হোটেলে বইয়া ঠ্যাংয়ের উপর ঠ্যাং তুলা খাবা। অসুবিধা কি?
অনেক অসুবিধা। আমি বিয়ে করবো না। আর তোমার বিয়ে দেওয়ার ইচ্ছা হলে তোমার ছোট ছেলের সাথে বিয়ে দাও। ওই যে আয়সানা কি নাম, ছোট ছেলের বিয়ে দিয়ে দাও তার সাথে। আমি পড়াশোনা করব, আমি পড়াশোনা করে পাশ করব, পাশ করে আমি হায়ার স্টাডির জন্য ইউনিভার্সিটিতে, বিদেশের ইউনিভার্সিটিতে আমি পড়তে যাব। আমি বিয়ে করব না, আমি পড়াশোনা করব।
বাজার দিল্লি বহু দূর, ওদিকে তুমি তাকাইও না, লাভ হইবে না। ওই মাইয়ারেই তোমার বিয়া করতে হইবে। ফোন নাম্বার নেও, কথা কও, দরকার পড়লে দুজনে দেখা সাক্ষাৎ করো, সিন পরিচয় হও। আগামী মাসের যে কোনো দিন তুমি কত মোর এককানি কথা।
আব্বা তোরা তো জানিস তোর আব্বার মাথা গরম, যেই কথা বলে সেই কাজ না করা পর্যন্ত তার মাথাটা গরমই থাকে। তাছাড়া বাবা সবার তো আর লেখাপড়া হয় না, হয় ক? বাবা যে বলছে বিয়ে শাদী কইরা বাবার ব্যবসাটা একটু দেখাশোনা কর, এতে করে তোর একটা নতুন জীবন হবে, একটা নতুন সংসার হবে, তাই না? জীবনটা একদম পাল্টায়া যাবে, ঝরঝরা হয়ে যাবে, তাই না? আব্বা আমার কথা শুনতে হয়। হ্যাঁ বাজান,
আমার ভবিষ্যৎ এমনিও ভালো, পড়াশোনা করলেই ভবিষ্যৎ ভালো হবে। তুমি যাও এখান থেকে, যাও, আমার মেজাজ একটু গরম হয়ে যাচ্ছে, যাও এখান থেকে যাও।
তোর বাবার কথাটা একটু ভালো করে মনোযোগ দিয়ে চিন্তা কর। হ্যাঁ
ভাইয়া, জীবনে বহুত অঙ্ক মুখস্থ করছো, এবার জীবনের অঙ্কটা মিলাও। এই যে উস্কো খুস্কো গালগুলো আছে না, চুলগুলো আছে না, ওগুলো সেলুনে গিয়ে ফেশিয়াল টিশিয়াল করে একটু মানুষ হও, বুঝছো?
জুতাগুলো না ময়লা হয়ে গেছে, এগুলো ড্রাই ওয়াশ করবো আমি। ড্রাই ওয়াশ করবো।
Ôi, quần này quỷ nhờ. Nèo số gắt. Thằng không? Lực. Nó thật đầu đấy. Qua đi, con yêu cháu về, cần đi qua đấy. Sự. Hai. Này. Làm con đây đó, cần hai này. Hai rồi. Cần đôi chặt. Đây đó hai đồ xịn, đôi chặt. Cần đôi. Rồi sẽ bét cũng bay trời. Mèo bay. Nhớ là muốn tiền nào 2% của ta này thành được đấy. Các bạn ơi cho tôi 17 tầm 77 kg, vòng 92, vòng 20, vòng 3, vòng 3, bậc không. Not. It stands interaction justification. Justification. Đeo đây. Hoàng Long, Nguyễn Hoàng Long chụp ảnh với cả Tờ Linh. Tôi qua ý này sốt của một cơm. Thật cơm. Làm gì đây nữa? Rồi quá. Gì thôi, chưa. Viết gì chúc với Tuấn. Bữa nay sẵn à, có là Tuấn Bảo. Bú cái gì cơ? Mày bú cái gì? Tôi đọc á. Ra quân cảnh vậy, thậm chí một lúc vui ơi, nếu sao thua mỗi giao lính á, tôi đều thắng hết. Anh cần một quân một nhân khác. Làm một người khác. Quay góc làm việc đi, quay góc làm việc. Đây ơi, đây ta quay là đây là cái máy mà bố quay YouTube. Bố quay, đây là cái máy tao quay YouTube với cặp màn hình các kiểu giới thiệu hết như quảng cáo. 7/6 chưa đâu. Nguyễn Nga đang tiếng Anh, Nga xong 2 nghề mà. Nó bảo là ở trong mấy rồi, ở trong season này quá, nó cho mấy quả trứng này. Không, anh mở trứng nó xong rồi, mở trứng không biết tại sao, xong rồi. Không biết lắp cái gì luôn, để thì đồ đây nếu lắp. Rồi là Tạ Huynh Vũ một lúc. Phải chưa? Không nhớ à? Vì vậy một lúc lui. Mấy cái xa sự quỷ ấy. Đấm. Thế rồi, thôi. Cho thầy bú với. Đầu quá. Có lấy cái đéo trong mày không vậy? Anh nhớ biết đánh cái gì nữa đấy. Chán quá để đánh cái gì. Ôi vui tập hả? Ok mà lùi ơi. Sao ra ngoài đấy nhìn mày đi về thật giống quá. Chích. Giờ này đi về thật giống này thôi cũng xoay bài. Không bơ lui. Tao đánh chán quá rồi, tại đây mới đánh cái gì giờ ra con muốn tiền đánh con đấy mà. Giờ tao đợi tao có nháp thôi xong rồi tao có gì đánh con đấy, đánh cái bài đấy. Đây quan của bài rồi đánh cái đấy luôn. Tượng kinh ấy nhưng mà cút. Đặc biệt là cuối là lỗi huy hiệu thần rừng không. Đúng rồi, để chơi rồi lốc bằng một thứ. Nhưng mà ngôn ngữ không phải tiếng Việt. Mình đang nói cả về linh vật chiếu trừ chân lý, thực ra là đang nói ví dụ lốc mày không biết thôi. Còn không có cái mũ của thủy yếu đéo chịu rồi được 2 chết. Cái thằng này quen nhỉ, trước đây phải không? Phải không? Nó con nuôi. Phải không? Kinh phải. Kinh lúc vậy chào. Thật ra thần dừng để xây bài ấy. À. Chuẩn không? Chị nã. Đây không có chị nã đâu à. Đi tù mày. Đi tù. Mày đi tù. Mày chơi. Hai ba năm mày đi tù. Mới là ông anh đấy à? Quỷ nhỉ? Ông ấy chứ coi chuyện không? Email thằng Loan à? Email thằng Loan à? Chuẩn đấy. Rồi. Quanh à? Để cho nó găm đầy găm mày em pha một tí đầy găm rồi đâu giao về rồi vì mất một lần mà nhiều găm ấy thì mất nhiều găm cực